Hey, traders, it's Steve with the Stock Index Trading Room, and I'm going to get my screen over here for you. Happy New Year. I hope this finds you well. We've been hard at work. A little bit of absence in our uh, presentation and sharing about what we've been doing. We've been hard at work. And then hard at play. Some of you know my story. It's not important. I was a golf professional, and I loved every day, 35 years or so, I loved every day of it. The problem is I worked every day for about 35 years. I wanted time and money, and that's why I became a profitable trader. So I've been taking a bit of time just to have fun, smell the roses, and I'll continue to do that. So, but thanks for the emails, people asking about me. We're great. We're we're really helping a lot of people reach their trading goals, and we're very proud of that. So anyway, I hope this year's your best ever. Second experiment 2.0. We've sort of rebranded what we're doing. Our members are sideways excited about it. And we have lots and lots of people that are telling us they are successful in passing combines to actually start taking profit out of the markets. We don't audit that. We have people that share their certificates with us and their trade recaps with us, and we love that. So we know it's working for a lot of people. But what we're going to do in this, I'm going to show you a real broad scope identifying key market entries. I'm going to trade with the trend and with cycling. That's a powerful way to trade. And the market trades away from support and resistance. Lots of ways to depict this. We're going to show you what we've developed, a proprietary algorithm. And we're going to trade away from support and resistance with these key components. And I think when you look at it, you can understand why there would be traders that would find a lot of success with this. Please read this if you never have. Okay, this makes it legal. Price action either repeats or it doesn't. Okay, that's it. If it repeats, then there are patterns. Okay, they've been showing up for centuries. With price bars, and that's more historic than futuristic, or indicators. It's more futuristic than historic. Indicators are better if your indicators are better that repeat. So we trade patterns that repeat, and then we put a microscope on those. And we know patterns that have repeated for us for in a room over 7 years. We're still trading. Thousands and thousands of points have been generated and profit from patterns since we've opened the room. And we've had people that, have traded patterns since the beginning. So, but only repeating patterns can be tested and refined and improved and relied upon for your successful trading. See, if you're trading random or inconsistently or with the whim of the market, oh, it looks like whoever they are going to take it up, down, or sideways, and let's poke and hope, and all those things. This is not your thing. Okay, if you're guessing, um, this will not appeal to you, and you can go ahead and turn me off. This is for traders that understand any winning edge as the market is good enough for your dreams to come true. See, we use market entry signals that have this proven track record. And if you believe that the future will be more like the past rather than less like the past, that's what we do. Word about signals before we go forward and pull our chart up. We're not saying, this signal, it's worked 92% for 2 points or whatever. We're not saying it'll ever win again or ever lose again. We simply don't know. We just know what the last 7 years have been like. And they've worked for 7 years at statistical probabilities that we report. We believe the next 7 years are going to be the same. Market's not changed. All this stuff does maybe is read short term a little bit better. That gets most traders in trouble. It gives a few traders freedom. So anyway, yeah, Happy New Year. If you have questions, shoot me an email, stuckinthetradingroom@gmail. And then if you like what you see or want more information, go to our website. It's pretty simple. We like to keep things as simple as possible. So I've got like trend, order flow, price action, support, and resistance are four major components we trade. In fact, in the room, we require everything to be in our favor, and we don't have many suggested market entries that don't work well. When the market's chopping around, we tend not to get these because our system is designed to stay out of chop for the most part. So I'm going to talk about this situation and the advantage that we have, and then just scroll through the day real quick, and we're going to be through. We're almost through already. So one of the things you see when the chart turns red, it tends to go down. It turns green, it tends to go up. Okay. Green, up, up, up. Red, yeah, not really. The CPI number came out right before this, and the market's still, squaring up positions in here. So it's going to be a bit more random than ordered. Okay, but let's look at this. You can see this little dotted line. This shows up before this prints. It just gives us a heads up. Hey, here we're going to have a really nice signal we call this a rocket to sell. It's a beautiful sell signal, 5 points. Here we have another, looks exactly the same, but you can see this is trap trader oscillator, and it reads order flow. And I don't, all of this was designed by World Cup trading champion Rob Mitchell. When the orange line gets above our midpoint line, we tend to go up 90% of the time. When we're below it, we tend to go down 90% of the time. And then when you add other factors to it, it becomes super powerful. So here we have a situation that's saying just like this, we have a type 2, sell it for 5 points. We have a type 2, but order flow did not breach the midpoint line, so it's saying that's weak. Selling's weak. Don't sell it. You might not want to buy that. You might. It's up to you. But you don't want to sell it, right? You don't want to sell that. So here, let's look at the opposite. We have the market has been under distribution. Now it's under accumulation. Okay, our algorithm says, okay, let's look for buys. And we look at our smart momentum type 2. This is what Rob Mitchell used to become a World Cup trading champion, this one concept. Okay, and then he's added a lot of things to that. But you can see our order flow has bounced above the midpoint line. Well, that's really positive to go up. Okay. You look over here and you see this big red, these are delta pressure bars that tell us a vast majority of contracts in this were sell orders. Okay, that doesn't happen on every reversal bar. So you just don't say, well, yeah, it's red. Nope, doesn't read that way. So here we call this a trader trap rocket. It just looked like a rocket. I'll show you in a minute. Order flows up. All of these people are selling and they're going to get squeezed out. Okay. All right. Okay. See that? So here we have what? Order flow is up with a big pressure bar. Well, it seems like that goes up most of the time, Steve. Let's be aware of that. Okay. Let's be aware of that. So we have a big rocket. We have a type 2. We have this brilliant entry away from what? Resistance. Okay. Does it become support? Most of the time. So we're looking for this. Then we can tell you some targeting that we use in our room and things like that. So here we've taken a trading situation and stayed out of a trade that didn't work and got in one that worked. And, we got members that's enough. build fabulous trading careers on that. So here we go and we look and we have, we don't have a type 2. We've got green bar. You see this trap trader oscillator firing through the midpoint line, and we have all of these sellers that are going to get squeezed, okay, all the way up to here, which of course went up cycle once and took them out, okay? So here we have the situation, but order flow is what? Order flow is not up. Order flow is down. Well, we're not going to buy that, right? You may or may not want to sell that. We're not going to buy that. Here we have a rocket against order flow, my personal favorite entry, and you can see what it led to. And then, here's another one, right? We get all of this buying against order flow, or they're going to get squeezed out. And they get squeezed out, and we go on and on and on and on. Okay, so that broad base is what we're doing in the stock index trading room. And if this looks like something that you can use to help make your trading goals come true, come join us. Again, if you have questions, let us know. Everything we use, including the method, concept of trading, let's trade in a range expansion down, let's trade overvaluation. In a range expansion up, let's trade undervaluation. Let's buy cheap and sell dear with 90% likely range expansion to follow. And we have a lot of members that can do that and do well. So on behalf of Rob Mitchell, World Cup Trading Champion, all the world-class members of the Stock Index Trading Room, this is Steve, hoping all your trading goals and dreams come true, and happy trading.